I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Trump's no tax on tips idea? It's no longer just talk. There are now real bills in Congress and a Senate-approved budget plan backing it. But here's the catch. Not everyone qualifies, and even if it passes, you might still owe taxes on your tips. Let's break it down. There are two real bills now. H.R. 482 in the House and S. 129 in the Senate. Together, they're called the No Tax on Tips Act. But that's not all. The Senate also passed a broader budget framework that includes this same idea, plus some extras like no tax on overtime pay and Social Security benefits. That budget doesn't create a law by itself, but it sets the stage for a fast-tracked legislation. So what would all this do? If passed, it would exempt up to $25,000 per year in cash tips from federal income tax, as long as your total income is under $160,000 in 2025, adjusted annually for inflation. But here's the catch most people miss. The bill only applies to W-2 employees, not independent contractors. So if you work at a restaurant, salon, casino, somewhere where you're paid as an employee, you'd likely benefit. But if you're a gig worker, like a driver for Uber or DoorDash, you're not covered. That's why Uber and DoorDash are now lobbying Congress to get independent contractors included. They want the law changed to benefit the drivers, but as of right now, that language is not in the bill. So to put it simply, if you get a W-2 at tax time, you're probably eligible, but if you get a 1099, you're not. Now this part's important too. The bill specifically targets cash tips, not tips paid through credit cards, Venmo, Square, or other platforms. So if you get tipped through an app or have your tips auto-reported through payroll, it's probably not included under this exemption. That detail could change, but for now, that's how it's written. When people hear no tax on tips, they think all taxes go away, but that's not the case. This bill would only eliminate federal income tax on tips. You'd still owe payroll taxes, that's Social Security and Medicare, which are automatically withheld by your employer. And yes, employees are still required to report any tips over $20 per month to their employer, just like under current law. If you're a business owner, that means you'd still have to report, track, and withhold payroll taxes on tips. That's not going anywhere. And speaking of business owners, if you're an employer, the law would expand the existing tax credit businesses get for the payroll taxes they pay on tipped income. Right now, that credit mostly applies to food and beverage businesses, but this bill would expand it to include salons, spas, barbershops, nail care, and other personal services, anywhere tipping is common. So it's not just about helping workers, it's about giving certain businesses a break on their payroll tax costs. So, will this actually pass? Right now, the standalone House and Senate bills are still in committee, being reviewed and edited. Meanwhile, the Senate has already passed a larger budget plan that includes the tip tax exemption, plus proposals to eliminate tax on overtime pay and Social Security benefits. But the House hasn't passed that framework yet. Some lawmakers are pushing for deeper spending cuts and changes to how these proposals would be funded. Plus, Congress is heading into a recess soon, so this could take weeks or even months to move forward. Right now, nothing has changed. If you're a tipped employee, you still owe federal income and payroll taxes. And if you're a business owner, you still have to track, report, and withhold tips the same way you always have. But that could change. And at CSI, we're already watching this closely. If the law passes, we'll help our clients stay compliant, claim any new tax credits, and understand exactly how the changes apply to them. So to recap, Trump's no tax on tips is no longer just a campaign idea. It's now part of real legislation and a Senate-approved tax plan. The bills would eliminate income tax on up to $25,000 in cash tips, but payroll taxes still apply. It only applies to W-2 employees, not 1099 contractors, though lobbying is underway. Employers may get expanded tax credits on tipped income in more industries, but until Congress passes something, nothing has changed yet. If you want updates on tax changes that actually affect your business or your paycheck, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And hey, if you're a business owner trying to keep up with changes like this, take the accounting solution quiz on our website to find out the best accounting and bookkeeping options for your business. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.